guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with me. But in today's video, I am going to be updating you guys about my pregnancy while I was in my second trimester. So I did write some notes in my phone just so I don't forget anything. So let's get started. So you guys did ask me some questions as well, but then I also did add in a little bit of notes just so I can let you guys know how my second trimester went. So I've heard a lot of stories of how like second trimester is like the best trimester after the first and the third. Unfortunately, my first trimester wasn't the best. I did suffer from a lot of morning sickness and a lot of migraines, so those were the worst in my first trimester. But I was super glad to know that by 14 weeks, I was over that. I no longer was throwing up anymore. So I was very thankful that it calmed down during my second trimester. I just started my third trimester a couple of days ago. I am currently 29 weeks, so every Sunday I turn a week. So I'm already 29 and I'm very excited because I just need a little couple more to go and I get to meet my baby boy. But so I don't have any more nausea like I was saying and headaches anymore. I'm very thankful for that. I tend to run out of breath a lot, you guys. I think that's like the worst thing for me personally, because I get scared when I can't breathe or I cannot take big deep breaths. So that is one thing I don't like about pregnancy, is that I have hard time breathing while I'm talking or just walking a little bit. But cravings, let's talk about cravings. So for this is my first pregnancy. I didn't really get cravings. It was mostly my husband that was the one craving throughout my whole pregnancy and still craving. I do crave a little bit here and then. In the beginning, I was craving a lot of cucumbers with lemon and tahini on it. But that ended. It was just for like a couple of like weeks, and then it just completely ended. And then from there, now I'm just going to oranges. I need to go and have my oranges like for breakfast, lunch, snack, or whatever. It doesn't matter, like I need to have oranges throughout the day. But other than that, like it's super rare when I really crave something and I need it like right now. I haven't felt that like throughout my whole pregnancy. So I'm really sad because I heard like so many stories of like other women who like crave so much like ice cream, or like those weird cravings like pickles in hummus or something like that. I thought I was going to experience that, but I didn't. So I don't really get a lot of cravings. So I'm sad about that. I did get a lot of bellyache, that's for sure, during my second trimester. Oops, let me turn off my... I did get a lot of belly aches, but I know it was because my uterus was stretching. So that's that, and I'm still getting it because I'm still growing a little bit. I am having a baby boy, so I'm really happy for that. Thought it was gonna be a girl, but I'm really happy I'm having a baby boy. I do get a lot of heartburn. Now, before I was even like pregnant, I loved eating hot Cheetos all the time. I can eat 2 bags a day. That was like my favorite thing to eat. But it was really hard in the beginning during my first trimester, because that was such a natural thing for me to eat, was hot Cheetos all the time, especially the French fries ones, that it was really hard for me to stop eating them. But I stopped eating them in my first trimester, and then I ended up not craving it whatsoever throughout my whole pregnancy. Maybe once in a while I craved them here and there. In the beginning, I know it was my nausea that would make me throw them up, so I just rather not eat them whatsoever. But in my second trimester, I I'm gonna have to say that I would eat them once in a while. I would eat a bag and I would just eat half of it, and then I would save it, and I would forget that I'd have hot Cheetos, so I wouldn't eat them for like a week past, and then till I remember that I have hot Cheetos in my drawer. So, but I eat them once in a while, so I know that it's not the cause of the heartburn. My mom did get heartburn throughout her pregnancies with me and my siblings, so I'm really hoping that my baby comes out with a lot of hair. So I think that's why I have heartburn. So they tell me that it can be that. I in my second trimester and still going on my third trimester, I am getting a lot of back pain. We're in quarantine, so I didn't really bother buying the support belts because I mean, we're at home. I don't do nothing besides just like lay down, watch TV, or even just go downstairs and just chill in the living room with my family and stuff. So I didn't really find the necessity to spend $30 on a support belt if I wasn't going to be doing much. I would have gotten it if I was continually working, but I don't work anymore, so I didn't find the point in buying a support belt. But yeah, so I'm getting a lot of lower back pains. But I also think that it's because my favorite sleeping position has to be sleeping on my back. I know they had already told me it was not good to sleep on your back because the baby is on your spine. That's what they told me. But that's the only position that I feel comfortable, and I feel like he feels comfortable because he doesn't move whatsoever at night. But I mean, I don't know. It could be that, I'm not too sure, but I do sleep with the body pillow. So what I found comfortable now is I do still sleep a little bit on my back, but kind of like slightly turned. So I tuck one side of the body pillow under my back, and then I tuck one under my belly. So I'm kind of like slanted a little bit, but not fully turned to my left side. So I found that very comfortable, and I can sleep like that in that position throughout the whole night, or I just keep tossing and turning from left to right, but I still position myself in the same way, just so I can wake up a little bit less with back pain. But they tell me it's just because the baby's getting big, I'm petite, and you know, my belly's getting really heavy. So they tell me that that also can be a reason for why I'm getting a lot of back pain. So next thing in my list is a lot of movement. So my baby does kick. My mom actually got me this book. It's Expecting 411, and I was reading it, and it did mention like to count your baby kicks. So I know that in the beginning of the trimester, first trimester, you don't feel any movement whatsoever. So when I started my second trimester, I still didn't feel a lot of movement. Me personally, I would feel like there was movement, but in reality maybe it was just in my head because I really wanted to feel my baby kick. But when the baby started to kick, it was like a non-stop anymore. So my baby moves a lot, and I wasn't too sure like about how many kicks I'm supposed to be like counting. But the doctor ended up telling me that just as long as I feel the baby move more than like 4 times a day, then it's totally normal. My baby moves all the time. So I'm really happy about that I get to feel my baby boy move a lot throughout the day. Sometimes he kicks really hard. Sometimes like he even gets stuck on one side, and it's always the right side where he gets stuck. And those hurt really bad. It already happened twice, and it always happens when I'm going to go to sleep. Like he always decides to get stuck on one side, and it's the worst pain ever. So I'm really happy that my baby moves a lot. Let me see what else. So I do get hungry all the time. So in the second trimester, I was having a hard time with finding what to eat. Especially in the first trimester, because I was getting morning sickness, so I didn't really want to eat anything because I didn't want to throw it up. But in my second trimester, I was still getting used to eating more than 3 times, and so now that I've entered, like at the ends of my pregnancy, entering my third trimester, I get hungry real quick, you guys. So lately, me and my husband have been cooking dinner a lot. And let's say that we made chicken breast with rice on the side. I would literally eat one piece of chicken breast. I would have to say bigger than this, so probably like this big. And then I would eat like a bunch of rice, and then I would eat like 2 tortillas on the side. I would literally, like, not even kid you, like 15 minutes later, I would be super hungry again and I needed to snack. So I knew I would get hungry after eating that whole big plate. So I would cut my oranges and have those on the side ready for when I get hungry. But sometimes that isn't even enough, so I'd have to go get cereal. Lately, I've been having to eat 2 bowls of cereal so I can get full at night. And with this whole quarantine, our sleeping schedules have been like a mess. So we would go to sleep at 2 in the morning and I would still be eating like at 11 or 12 in the morning. And then we wake up like at 11:30 and I would make myself 2 big pancakes and then still make myself a side of scrambled eggs, and I would still get hungry, you guys. So that hasn't been enough. Throughout my whole pregnancy, I believe I've gained about 17 pounds, I'm gonna have to say. So I started at 115 and now I weighed 132, I believe. So throughout my whole pregnancy, I'm gonna have to say that I've gained about 17 pounds, which my doctor says that I'm really good into between my charts that I have to be. So yeah, I'm eating a lot and I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. This baby boy is very hungry. Alright, you guys, so now I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys asked me. So the first question is, do you drink prenatals and which kind? So if you guys haven't seen my first pregnancy video, I'm gonna go ahead and link it up here, like on the cards thing. But so in the beginning, I was drinking 1 a day prenatal. So it came with the omega and the prenatal pill, but they were making me very constipated. So I am very nauseous. I realized that those pills in particular were making me very nauseous, so I stopped drinking them. So I went with Nutrilite. If you guys haven't heard the brand, it's from this company named Amway Nutrilite. So I have all of my vitamins in this little kit thing. So let me just show you. So these are my vitamins, and I have them in order and how I drink them. So I'll just go ahead and let you guys know which ones I drink. So these little white tablets, I drink 2 of them. And these are my CalMag D. They're my CalMag D. So they are supposed to build strong bones with calcium, magnesium, and their vitamin D. So I drink 2 of them in the morning at the same time. So the next pill after drinking my CalMag D, I drink this green pill right here. And this is my vitamin B pill, and this helps fight fatigue. So in the first trimester and now entering my third trimester, I am starting to get very sleepy, tired, especially because I am not getting any sleep at night. So it's even worse because I can literally sleep throughout the whole day for like 5 hours and still be sleeping after then. So this is really helpful for me right now, so I can have energy to do some stuff throughout the day. But the next pill that I drink is my omega, which is this one right here. So this is my omega pill. It's called the Balance Health Omega. So it supports your brain and eye health, and it comes with 90 soft gels. So it's a really lasting supply. So this is for 3 months. I just repurchased this one. The next pill that I drink is my vitamin C, especially now with this whole coronavirus. This is a really good vitamin to be drinking right now. So it's my vitamin C extended release, and it supports your immune system, and it has 180 tablets. So it's a really big bottle that lasts me all day, like throughout this bottle has lasted me actually throughout my whole pregnancy. I really do recommend it. It's a really big bottle, and I got it in when I barely found out that I was pregnant, and it's still the same bottle. The only vitamins that I had to restock was my omega, I believe. That's about it. And other than that, the other ones have lasted. And my Calmeg D. This is a new bottle. So the next pill that I drink is my iron pill. It's this little small tablet. And it's the iron folic, critical for women in childbearing years. And it has a 90 tablets, so it's a 3-month supply. I really recommend this one. I do drink this one morning and one night. So those are the vitamins that I'm drinking for my pregnancy. I know it's a little bit complicated because, I mean, we already forget what to do. So having to remember to drink all of those throughout your whole pregnancy has been really tough. But my husband does help me and always reminding me to drink my vitamins. So I'm really thankful for that. But those vitamins have really helped me. Next question is, anything in particular you're specifically nervous for during labor? I guess is a not opening up and having to get an emergency C-section. That is what I am worried about. Not that I have anything against it, just because I've, 2 family members of mine, my sister, had, what's that called? That one, preeclampsia. She had preeclampsia. She ended up getting stuck, and so although the nurses were really helping her open up a little bit more, my sister did not have the strength whatsoever to continue on either way. So she ended up having to get an emergency C-section. So that was really hard for me to see my sister. I was there with her. I did help her out a little bit while she was, going through like her whole labor. She was tired throughout the whole time that I was there. She couldn't acknowledge that we were there as well. She was just really bad. So seeing that experience, it scares me to, that's the one thing that I'm scared is me having to go through that afterwards. And so I guess that's what I'm scared of, is going through that and then having to get an emergency C-section. But if that's what I have to go through to have my baby come to this world, then I have no other choice but get a C-section. Does your family or husband get on your nerves? I'm gonna have to say a little bit. I have patience with my husband because we have a way to communicate. So if something is really bugging me and stuff like that, we know how to communicate about it. But with my other family, I try to keep my distance. So if I know I woke up grouchy and I know people are going to be getting on my nerves, I rather just distance myself and not be around them or talk to them, because I rather be in my room than to say something that will hurt their feelings. Although I know they understand that it's, my hormones, I'm pregnant and stuff like that, but I don't want them to see me like that, and I don't want them to be like, yeah, well, when you were pregnant, you were really mean. Like, I don't want them to remember me like that, or be afraid of me being pregnant and saying, oh, you're pregnant, you're gonna be mean now. You know what I mean? So, I try to distance myself, but yes, sometimes my husband does get on my nerves, but I communicate with him, so the whole day isn't weird because I'm all grouchy and he did something that really hurt my feelings. And I try to stay away from my family if I know that they do something or say something to me, it's gonna bug me. Last question is, have you experienced with depression or anxiety during your pregnancy, and what helped you get through it? Depression, I didn't suffer from depression. I know that was one thing that I'm constantly asked, if I suffered from depression, but no. I did suffer from anxiety even right before I was even pregnant, so I already had anxiety, so I still have anxiety. My second trimester, I did not have anxiety whatsoever. It was in the beginning of my first trimester, and lately these couple days I've been getting anxiety, but I feel it's just because I am stuck in my house and I can't go outside and walk. So I feel like that has to do with why I'm getting anxiety. And why I'm getting anxiety is just because I'm here at home. So I know my husband tries to get me to do stuff, so I don't have it in my mind that I'm stuck in a room and not be able to do much. So just how do I get through those? It's just doing stuff to get your mind out of it. We play Uno. Sometimes we watch The Office. That gets my mind out of it. Or sometimes we just share like TikTok videos, and that gets my mind out of it because we're both laughing at funny videos that people create. I watch YouTube videos, and I think that's about it. And I play with my dog. He's right here with me. And I play with him. But other than that, I feel like that's what I do to help my anxiety. But yeah, so that is how my second trimester went. I'll go ahead and do another video right before I even a couple days or a week before I even give birth, so I can update you guys in how my whole third trimester went. I'm just starting, and right now it's not going so good, but I really hope that it doesn't get worse, although I know it's gonna get worse because that's when the whole Braxton kicks or something like that. That's how contractions and stuff like that end up happening. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to turn on the bell button notification so YouTube can notify you when I upload another video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye guys.